Hi everybody, TJ Mack of Vintage Cards and Nostalgia here, and I want to start by thanking Rick from the channel Rocket Rick J 18 Sports Cards. Rick reached out to me and sent this 1987 Topps Steve Garvey card. He said it was to hold me over until I get a 1987 Topps Tiffany graded version. Rick had saw my video where I profiled Steve Garvey and I showed my 1971 Topps to 1985 Topps cards. And then I got an 86 Topps Tiffany from my friend Mike at Scoots Collectibles. And now Rick has sent me this 87 Topps. Just such a thoughtful gift of Rick, and I really appreciate it. He included one of his custom cards as well, which is pretty cool. It's got Rocket Rick 18 on there, Rick J 18, and it's got the YouTube logo there, center field. And then he's got YouTubers on the bottom. Very cool card. The back is some trivia. He got his player statistics from his rookie year on YouTube. His three favorite players, Mickey Mantle, Dave Parker, Bernie Williams, and his favorite teams, the Yankees and Pirates. Rick is one of the nicest people in the hobby. I've had the pleasure of speaking to him on the phone on a few occasions. Very knowledgeable of collecting and sports in general. He's a longtime collector whose journey began back in 1959. When he found an open pack of 59 Topps, the baseball diamond on a playground. This sparked a passion for collecting that has lasted for decades. He's assembled a collection of all the Topps flagship sets, with the exception of the 1952 set. Recently, he got up to card 200. He added a Mini Mignoso, 52 Topps. Now he's got to get the higher number series done, and then the actual high number series with the Mantle and Jackie Robinson. It's going to be quite a challenge for him, but I think Rick is up to it. He also has all the Bowman sets and is starting to work on the pre-war sets. His collecting story, it really is a testament to his passion for the hobby and just the timeless spirit of baseball. I'm going to put a link to Rick's channel down below. Now today I'm doing episode 12 of my AFL case build. This is an ongoing series where I profile stars and key contributors to the American Football League, which existed from 1960 to 1969, and it competed directly against the NFL before the leagues merged in 1970 to form the NFL as we know it today. Now my plan is to assemble 30 cards and display them in a case to showcase in my card room. I included a link below to the playlist showing the previous 11 episodes. Today's episode, I'm profiling Hall of Fame running back Floyd Little, shown here on his 1968 Topps first card. What a beautiful card of Little clad in the iconic Broncos orange with the bright blue sky in the background. It matches nicely with the blue piping and the blocks with his name and position. Now, if you're familiar with the history of the AFL, you may wonder why I'm choosing Floyd Little to profile in this series. He only played 3 of his 9 seasons in the AFL. However, he more than anyone else may have been responsible in keeping the Broncos from relocating from Denver to Birmingham, Alabama. Now, Little is a legendary figure whose story transcends the gridiron. He was born in New Haven, Connecticut in 1942. And his journey to becoming a football icon began with very humble roots. His determination and talent shone through at a very early age, and it led him to be recruited by General Douglas MacArthur to play football at the United States Military Academy. MacArthur told him he'd ascend to the rank of general if he enrolled at West Point. Little was also recruited by the University of Notre Dame. Ultimately, though, he chose to attend Syracuse University at the persuasion of the first African-American Heisman Trophy winner, Ernie Davis. Little followed in the footsteps of Davis, the school's greatest running back, along with Jim Brown, one of the greatest players in NFL history, in wearing the jersey number 44. So you had these 3 Hall of Fame running backs, college Hall of Fame, In the case of Brown and Little, they're also in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, Ernie Davis died of leukemia before he ever really got to star in the NFL. The number 44 is considered a sacred number at Syracuse University. It was retired in 2005, and up to that point, it was typically worn by the school's up-and-coming stars, regardless of position. However, there were none bigger than Jim Brown, Ernie Davis, and Floyd Little. In 1967, Little, the three-time All-American, was drafted by the Denver Broncos with the 6th overall pick. This was the first draft since the AFL and NFL agreed to merge. Now, before 1967, the Broncos were never able to sign a first-round draft pick because they lost them all to the rival NFL. Both leagues had separate drafts. Now, at the time, the Broncos were struggling both on and off the field, facing financial difficulties and a lack of star power. The city was on the brink of losing the team. Little's arrival marked a turning point for the franchise. His dynamic running style, coupled with his leadership and outgoing personality, it quickly endeared him to fans and teammates alike. Now, to help increase ticket sales in hopes of getting a new stadium, you would see Little on the streets of Denver going door to door throughout the community to sell Broncos football. His charisma and on and off the field talents earned him the nickname the Franchise. Little's impact on the Broncos was so profound that in his 9-season career, he amassed over 6,300 rushing yards and retired as the 7th all-time leading rusher in football history. He scored 54 touchdowns and was also a 5-time Pro Bowl selection. Now you can see here his 1971 Topps card, and this was one of Little's most memorable seasons. He led the NFL in rushing yards with 1,179. Now, despite playing on a team that often struggled to win games, his performance never wavered. He had the ability to remain a top-tier player. He was just so shifty as a runner, very strong runner. And regardless of the team's overall success, it just spoke volumes, his production, about his talent and his dedication. Now, after he retired, his contributions expanded far beyond his playing days. He remained a beloved figure in Denver. He was actively engaging with the community and serving as a mentor to young athletes. His legacy was further cemented in 2010 when he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And it was a testament to his exceptional career and the impact he had on the sport. So for me, Little's story, it's one of perseverance, of excellence, and just unwavering commitment. He took the Broncos' struggling franchise and he just left a legacy that still continues to inspire in the Denver area to this day. He truly embodied what it means to be the franchise, and his journey from New Haven to the heights of football glory remains a reminder to the power of dedication and passion. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll talk again soon.